truth gon' kill them, they gotta die. Karl Marx passed on 314, that kind of pie. Brother Martin had a dream that nation would rise. Woke up and realized he was marching for our demise. One between the eyes, made Martin the martyr, and welfare for our daughters. Gave LBJ the big office, cause JFK was in coffin. Years of progression forsaken by 1 minute of hatred. Tried to whip him with the Bible, but it won't persuasive. Truth shall set you free. Once it fitted with you, and winners don't keep score, they keep scoring. Queens love king energy, it seemed to be alluring, especially when he know he.
We gonna try this shit again for the third time. Welcome to the reset. I'm on my third recording because my camera just seems to be wanting to have a mind of his own. But again, welcome to the reset. That's the reset with a 2 in place of the S. And again, I ain't quite got the intro down. People keep saying the intro, that you gotta figure it out as I go. But either way it go, welcome, man. Want to make a video about my time in Greece. Just kind of like give me all a brief description of my time there. Places I went to. Players I played with. My coaches, things I experienced while I was there. So yeah, my first city that I played in out there, I played in 2 cities for 2 different teams. Played for a team called Kolossos Vaut, which is located in Rhodes, Greece, which is like a small city, small island, like south of Greece. It's not even on the mainland. And the crazy part about it, when I was there, I was literally like a 15 to 20 minute flight from all those cities that Rick Ross made y'all love and go to, Santorini and Mykonos and all that. I was right there. I ain't even know. Had no idea. But yeah. Played there my first part, and then the second part I played in the mainland for Thessaloniki, for a team called PAOK. Thessaloniki is like the second biggest city in Greece. It's considered to be where the most beautiful women in Greece are. I don't know, they all beautiful to me. Anyway, but yeah, man, my first place I played in again was Rhodes. Like I said, it was a small island, kind of like, in the middle of the Aegean Sea, if you know what that is. But yeah, it's like in the middle of the Aegean Sea, which I would say got some of the most beautiful water you'll ever see. That's the first water I've seen. At that point in my life, that was the first time I had seen blue water that was clear. The only thing I had laid eyes on was the dirty Atlantic. So yeah, that water is about as clear as it get. That, and I wonder why one of the times in my life that water is pretty clear too. But man, it's beautiful. The sea kind of sits between, which is weird, Turkey and Greece. And for some reason, Turkey is considered an Asian island in some kind of way. I heard, but I don't know. Either way it go, if you in the middle of the Aegean Sea, you can look one way, you see Greece. You look the other way, you see Turkey. That's a real thing. I saw Patrick Beverly talk about that the other day on IG or whatever. But yeah, that's Turkey, bro. Just in case you want to know. But yeah, played in Rhodes, Greece. I went out there with my brother. The first month or so, and we first got out there, man, it was rough. That first few months away from home, being in the country where, not too many people speak English, not understanding just nothing really, man. Food was different. Stayed in the hotel like the first month, so, it was tough, man. My brother lasted all of 2 months, and then he was out of there. He got the hell on, left me. Later came the woman that I was dating. And they spent time with me for as long as they could anyway. Her and her son. But yeah, some places that I visited while I was there or went to. There's a place called Old Town Rhodes. It's like in the center of little island, I would say. It's like a little medieval town with like a whole bunch of bricks and rubble. Not even rubble, I would say, but just bricks and stones. And just, if you can imagine what medieval times looked like back in the day, that's exactly what the castle and stuff looked like. I can get a couple of pictures. Check it out right here. But yeah, not Lindos, I'm sorry. Old Town was one of the places that you can visit while you're there, I guess. You know, go down there, get souvenirs, shops, and whatnot. And another place I went to while I was there, it was St. Paul's Bay. It was in Lindos. It's like a little small cove, I guess you would say, that was like built like a heart shape. And I ended up going to it like in April. I think it opened up in April because it was closed the whole season. For you who don't know, Rhodes, Greece is like a vacation island. So it shuts down from September until like April. So there's not really much to do for those months. Ain't gonna lie, I was pretty bored while I was out there. Ain't gonna lie. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the time. I met some cool people while I was there. And as far as the basketball, oh no, hold on, I forgot to tell you, I went to one other place too, y'all. I went to the Acropolis. The Acropolis, man. I don't know if y'all know what that is, the Acropolis. But look it up. The Acropolis of Lindos. It's like those tall medieval buildings back in the day that they used to like have wars and fighting and stuff at, man. I don't know, man. It's like what's the best way to explain it, man? It's like ruins. I guess you would call it. Like, you remember we played Sonic back in the day and they had ruins? Like this stuff look like. Here's a little small video of what I'm talking about. Yeah, but they got the tall columns, beautiful view from the top of the Acropolis, man. I'm talking about, you just see all blue ocean, beautiful sky, sunset. That was super dope when I went there, man. I ain't gonna lie, just getting the feels. Not more so the pictures, bro. When you in these certain places, bro, just getting the feels, bro. It's just. It's incredible, man. I can't even put it in words, actually. Crack myself up. Anyway, yeah, I played out there, played on a team. We ended up finishing 5th place that year. I didn't have the greatest year. I started off decent, like those first couple, 2, 3, 4 games. Yeah, preseason, boy, you would have thought I was Tracy McGrady. I really was playing like him. Well, I was ready. Then something happened along the way. I don't know what happened, but something happened. But I remember walking into practice one day and just feeling like the ball felt disgusting. Y'all, all my basketball players know exactly what I'm talking about. You walk in the gym someday and the ball just don't feel good. Yeah, this is one of those days. Let's just say that was like before game 5 of the season. That ball felt disgusting the rest of the season. Like, I don't think I had a good game the rest of the season, bro. That was an awful year, I tell you, bro. Probably the only awful year I had in my career, bro. It was just, I'm out there trying to be a stepdad. I'm getting my ass beat. She's a sneak attacker. But that's another story. We'll get into that later. But yeah, played with some cool teammates out there, man. Man, John Edwards was only there for a short time. He played with the Hawks. He was a center for us. My boy D-Mons came through. He was out there with us, man. Oak State guy. Shout out to him and his fam. My boy Lance Harris, man. Really my first teammate overseas. Cool guy, played at K-State, man. Dunking machine, boy, dunk everything. Pinball machine when I was there, boy. Shout out to Lance, man. He doing this thing out there in Dubai, man. I think he's a coach out there. They just won a championship, actually. Boy, so shout out to you, boy. You doing your thing. Shout out to Ride, man. I see y'all kids. I got a beautiful family, man. But But yeah, man, like I said, we had an awful season. I mean, I had an awful season. You know, but outside of that, I took away some great experiences, bro. That was my first experience of getting hit by a real man. I ain't talking about like punching them, but like them dudes over there, a different type of strong, bro. Y'all, man, we think we tough over here, but y'all, I thought I was tough, and then I got over there and realized I had to get tough. You know what I'm saying? We got American tough, then you got foreign tough. They tough different than ours, bro. They're not the same. I don't even think we do a lot of myths in this world, bro. But anyway, yeah, I had my coach, Coach Giannis. Got to mention him, man. One of the great coaches in just in European basketball, period. He was a lot like Coach Cal. He actually is worse than Coach Cal. And what I mean by that is like he on your ass. Man, I'm talking about in your face. Like he's intense, bro. I'm gonna let y'all see a couple videos of him. But he's a cool guy, man. I remember a couple weeks into the season, man, I'm on Facebook posting some stuff about, you know, kind of just being unhappy, you know, because it's your first year overseas. And he called me in the office. I think I had one day, we had like weightlifting practice or something. Like the night before, I had drunk like 2 shots. Grey Goose. It was only 2 shots. And for whatever reason, man, when I drank Grey Goose, I don't know if it's somebody else, that shit reeks. Like, you would have thought I was drunk the whole bottle, right? So I guess this particular day, I go in the gym, I smell like Grey Goose, I don't know. And at practice at the end of the day, you know, he talking in the huddle and he's like, it's okay to have maybe 1 beer, maybe 2 beer to relax your mind, but you don't drink the whole bottle. I think we have some guys here who are drinking the whole bottle. And I was like, yo, bro, I wasn't quite sure if he was talking about me, but then my trainer later on came and told me he was talking about me, so that's how I knew. But yeah, I had only had 2 shots, coach. That shit, this Grey Goose just reeks. I promise you, I ain't know I found it. I promise you. But yeah, that's a funny story with him. There's another funny story. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this.
Father was a soccer player, and he was one of the best soccer players in Thessaloniki. So they signed him in Olympiakos. So there was a moment that he was supposed to fly with one other teammate of his to Thessaloniki to play the game on Saturday. And then they went to the airport, and 2 stewardess, nice looking, they told them, don't go, fly tomorrow morning, come with us to go to have fun. So these 2 stewardess with my father and his teammate, they left the airport, they go to eat, I don't know, cinema, movies, I don't know what they did. And then that plane left and crashed and everybody died. They had him in the list of dead persons. So he was calling the pharmacy who had the telephone to tell to his parents that he's not dead and that he was alive. And this is a true story. He saved...
Yeah, that's my time in Greece. Well, not Greece, in Rhodes, in a nutshell. Like I said, it was a small island, vacation island. Definitely a place if you want to go. Hey, why not? You know, then we moved to Thessaloniki. Pauk. Pauk. Boy, I had a time that I will tell you. I got to Pauk in like late November. This was fresh off of tearing my foot. Broke my foot actually. Broke my foot second day of practice with the Miami Heat, man. And it happened to be the same summer as the lockout. So I ended up getting healthy, and instead of going to play for the Miami Heat like I was supposed to do, I actually no, I got my seasons mixed up. Just forget I even said that. Again, Pauk. I get to Pauk. Well, I actually did break my foot. I take that back. I did break my foot. I did break my foot. I did broke my foot twice. I just got the times crossed. But the first time I broke my foot, I was supposed to sign with Miami. Boom, break my foot, end up in Pauk in November. And when I get there, man, it was, first of all, the house I was staying in, it was so nice. I had a, what do you call this joint? A jacuzzi tub. You know, I felt rich a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. But then when you look outside my apartment and you look down the block and you see my car, it look like this. Yeah, I was driving that all around the Southern nigga. I could park anywhere, y'all. I like that. I would actually drive that shit now. If I could get one in America, I would drive with a smile on my face. You can park anywhere in the world and it's great on gas. But yeah, so the Saloniki, Greece, man. Probably out of all of my seasons, or all of my challenges throughout my career, this one was probably the most fun, bro. This always gonna be more fun than Greece. I'm sorry. The fans, basketball. The fans is gonna make the environment more intense. It's gonna make everything. It amplifies everything in Greece. So I played for a team. Played with some great players, man. Roster was loaded, but we kept bringing guys in and out that year. I would say, Justin Gray come through from Wake Forest. He was there when I first got there. Donnie McGrath, if y'all remember Donnie McGrath, played at Providence. The headband, smooth killer. I remember playing him in college. He served us. Was one of the best college basketball players we've seen. Also, my boy Raw Marshall is my dog. Y'all know Raw. Raw played in the NBA for a while, mainly with the Dallas Mavericks. But he was the best player on our team this year. He man, Raw, legit NBA talent, NBA player. Also played with another Greek great, Lazarus Papadopoulos. I love Lazo. He was only there for a short time, man, but goddamn it, Lazo, he was in my way. I ain't gonna lie. I remember playing 2-3 games with Bout, man. I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I don't know if this is gonna work, man. Because every time I catch the ball at the free throw line, and I get the ball and drive to the basket, he's in the way. He is 7'3", and he taking up the whole paint. And it had just got to a point where I went to my agent and I was like, yo, can you get me out of here? Because I cannot get off like this. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, there's no shot at Lazo's a Greek great. He got stained in the game. He was like 8, 9, 10-year EuroLeague pro champion, all that, bro. So I ain't have no say so in the manner. I actually recognized the situation and I was like, you know what? I probably ain't even finna try. I'm just gonna try to leave and go somewhere else. Cause this is his shit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta recognize the situation, right? But so happened, he decides he's leaving. And he goes to another team. And while he does that, I just go ahead and stay there. Cause it's like, okay, well, hey, I kinda got what I just wanted. I wanted some space. And to be honest with you, I'm not saying that because we weren't really losing before. I mean, I think we was kind of here and there, one win, one lost one. But once he got there, we didn't lose a game again until we played Panathinaikos or Olympiakos. And if you know anything about Greek league, those are the best two teams. It's pretty much if you finish in third, you're the best of the rest. I mean, that's acceptable, I guess you would say in the Greek league, right? You know, basketball, like I said, basketball was the main thing out there, man. We had some great games. We played against a rival team called Aries, which is located just across the city. Pauk on this side, Aries on this side, and we played for the third place game. And when I tell you, bro, this was the most intense, craziest game or series I ever been a part of. It was dangerous too, super dangerous. But yeah, we won the first game of that series, and then what was this? They won the second game at our house, and then they won 2 straight at their house. No, I take that back. They won 2 straight. So we won first game, they win second, and then they win the third. They won 2 straight. So we only going to 3. It's a series to 5 or 1, whatever you got, right? So we got our backs against the wall. We playing against in Aries for game what was it, 4? And the fans is going crazy, bro. They throwing batteries. They spitting on us. They throwing smoke bombs. But they doing everything they can to distract us from winning. We went out there and kicked they ass. I swear to God. We ended up beating them by like 18, bro. We was locked all the way in, bro. And shout out, man. We ended up picking up some players toward the end of the season, like right before the playoffs, to like solidify our team or whatever. Deontay Christmas. Shout out to him, man. Played for the Phoenix Suns, a couple NBA teams. Deontay Stiggers from Houston, man. That's my boy. Cool as fuck. Met him. Then ZB, man. I'm just gonna say ZB, bro, because I don't want to say your name wrong, man. But you know I'm telling you, respect to you, homie. You did your thing, so you helped us out a lot too. But yeah, we ended up winning the 3rd place game that year. And like I said, man, it was amazing. I won the MVP for that. And it catapulted me pretty much. I ain't looked back ever since then, really. I remember the beginning of the season, when I went from Rhodes to Pout, or Colosos to Pout, my money went down, right? My money was like, I saw my money go down. I went down like 5,000, bro. I was like, I couldn't believe it. All I kept thinking about in my head was what Coach Cal was saying, let another man take food off your plate. And all that, ooh, boy. Let me tell you, when I seen that first check, boy, I was like that lethal shooter dude, boy. When I seen that check was 5,000 lesser than what it was the year before, I was like, I understand it now. When I tell you I understand, I ain't look back after, boy. I promise you I did. I swear I did. But yeah, man, Greece had an amazing time there. To be honest with you, if I could have stayed there my whole career, man, just played, I would have. I was there during the time where it was the financial crisis, so money wasn't necessarily the greatest, and I was having to go argue for my damn money almost every game at Pout, to be honest with you. Before every game, I almost had to. But yeah, man, nonetheless, man, like I said, if it was a place I could have played for my whole career and just stayed there, it would have been Greece. Food is amazing. The fans are the best I've seen in Europe, outside of maybe Serbia. But yeah, man, there's no shot at my Asian crowd, man. I know y'all like, hold on, Rob, man. But no, man. Asian crowd's a little bit more reserved. They enjoy the games, but they're more reserved. They chill. They kind of just, I don't know. But man, you go to a Greek basketball game, it's gonna be cigarettes smoked in there, a whole bunch of drunk people. I'm gonna show y'all a little video at the end to give y'all a little glimpse of what it be like. But yeah. That's a wrap for Greece, man. I plan to do a video for each country, kind of giving y'all like some insights on what it's like in the countries that I played in and things that I did. I didn't give y'all too much about Thessaloniki because I ain't gonna lie, that's all I did was party out there. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't do no extra like sightseeing, went to practice, then I went home, and then on the weekend we hit them streets. Yes, we did. But yeah, man, I had a great time in Greece. And I'm actually looking to go back. If I go out there and do a tour and just give people insights of what it was like while I was there, I wouldn't mind doing that. I definitely plan on doing that in the Philippines and Japan and Greece. My Greek fans, if that's something y'all interested in, y'all want me to bring my company out there and just do whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing whatever with this company. I'm gonna see what it turned into. But mainly, like I said, is for kids, man. Whatever I get from all of this is gonna be given to kids, into my youth foundation that I'm currently creating. But again, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the video. If y'all enjoy these, if y'all want me to make some more, let me know. Again, man, this is Rob Dozier Jr. And it's the reset game, man. I'm out of here.
Όποια ομάδα παρουσιαστεί.
Τζάμπολ με Ντόζιερ και Καζίροφ. Νικητής ο Αμερικανός θα έχει την ευκαιρία να πεις ακόμη περισσότερα, καθώς κατά τα ιωθώτα της Θεσσαλονίκης ο αγωνιστικός χώρος γέμισε από χαρτάκια, ρολά. Ήταν έτοιμοι και οι άνθρωποι με τις κούπες που το ήξεραν. Πάντως οι εκκλήσεις από τα μεγάφωνα σε όλη τη διάρκεια της προφέρμανσης ήταν οι φίλαθλοι να πετάξουν μόνο τα χαρτάκια που τους μοιράστηκαν, μόνο τα ρολά. Αυτό έκαναν, το ξαναβλέπετε.
Εδώ μοιράσανε χαρτάκια μέχρι και σε εμάς, Δημήτρη.
Πέτα και σε ένα μέσα, να πεις το πνεύμα. Λοιπόν, να το. Είναι ίσως μια από τις σπάνιες περιπτώσεις που βλέπουμε.
Τηλεοπτικά είναι φαντασμαγορικό πράγματι. Αλλά δημιουργεί ένα πρόβλημα.
For sake of good metrics, brown is my hot, therefore I'm committed.